Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a special SarCAST podcast episode. Because today we are it's a day after MPL Indonesia Season 11 playoffs wrapped up. And we're here just, chilling with the podcast, with the SarCAST podcast, because there's a lot of questions. I've been hearing a lot of, I've been reading a lot of comments on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of questions and hate and toxicity and everything. So we will dive into that, right? If you guys can't wait to dive into that, you guys can just click on the chapters in the video down below if you want to find it. Go ahead. Firstly, though, I want to apologize because my voice isn't doing too good. You can really hear the effects of casting for 5 days of MPL Indonesia playoffs. No complaints from me. I love casting, and I wish I could do it every day, but these are the effects when you go all out almost every single day. Yeah, so I will have my voice is going to be like this for I think 2 days, 3 days, 3 days max. It should be gone by tomorrow. Usually that's how it works out. I'm a young man. I heal pretty quick. So, yeah, I think we're gonna get into our first topic without without further ado. I'm blanking out a lot here. MPL Indonesia Season 11 playoffs. I would say this has been amazing. I think Season 11 has been amazing. I really enjoy casting in Season 11, and I've been really enjoying Mobile Legends and MPL in Season 11 for Indonesia. I think for me, I've been able to be really creative with my jokes. I've been able to expand my casting skill with a jump into a different role. Now I can do, I think, all three roles pretty well, but obviously play-by-play is still going to be the best role for me. I think I do play-by-play really well. I think even as an analyst, I have, improved a whole lot from the start of the regular season and from the start of M4, because I was given an analyst role at M4 to experiment, and I really enjoyed it. In Season 11, I decided to, push on that even further. Maybe I can dive deep into being an analyst even more. And I feel like, with the in-game knowledge that I have already, I am able to deliver a little bit of that and utilize that in my analysis that you guys have seen. Probably if you guys have been following my channel for quite a while now with my match analysis videos, I've been really, I really enjoy analyzing, and I think I bring that into the table pretty well. Also with the anchor color role, I think I already have that in the bag. So it's just play-by-play, anchor color, and analyst. I feel like all those three roles I'm very comfortable in doing right now. And I want to thank Moonson and MPL for trusting me to expand to different roles that I didn't expect to be getting this season, right? Next on the block, though, I want to talk about the level of competition, I would say, in Season 11, because... Okay, let's not talk about ONIC first, okay? ONIC, they're on a level, they're on a league of their own. We're not going to talk about ONIC, because if we talk about ONIC, then we won't talk about competition at all. It's just them, right? I think the other teams, though, I even said it in my playoff prediction video that I think every other team, or every single team except for ONIC, are so close in skill level, right? Like every game will go down to 3-2s, 3-1s. It will never be a clean sweep amongst these other teams that are not ONIC, because I feel like that's the level of play that everybody has been able to replicate, right? The very high level of play right now for every single MPL Indonesia team, especially the ones who made it to the playoffs. Every single team gave a fight. There was no boring match except for the ONIC matches, but we'll get into that later. And I love it. I love the competition and the level of competition that is continuously growing in MPL Indonesia Season 11. Well, in MPL Indonesia in general. I think in Season 12, we're going to see much more. There are rumors circulating that 2 new teams might be joining the league as well. So that's definitely going to be so exciting. I can't wait for it, especially because of the level of competition. I can't wait to see more teams in the playoffs. I can't wait to see more teams give out their all and more teams create history in the playoffs. Because, hey, fun fact, you guys may hate me. You might think the curse is real, or you might think the bless is real, depending on how you watch the games and your perspective. But I got the prediction right again. Not in the grand finals, though. I think grand finals, I really cursed that. Bigatron Alpha got knocked down in the first day. Geek Slate knocked down in the first day. Ultra Ego ended up going to 3rd place, and EVOS Legends ended up becoming 2nd place at MSC. They're going to be the ones representing Indonesia, EVOS Legends and ONIC. So congratulations to both of the organizations, EVOS Legends and ONIC. You guys are amazing, absolutely amazing, phenomenal performances, especially ONIC and EVOS. EVOS, the way they were able to beat these teams, clean sweeping, like it looked like a clean sweep. Ultra Ego were about to clean sweep EVOS. Geek Slate were about to clean sweep EVOS. And then they reverse swept them. I have no idea how they were able to do that. It was literally magical. It was miraculous, just like the casting. I said it in the casting. I said it was miraculous. It's magical, and it truly is. It truly is miraculous and magical. My prediction otherwise, though, for the champion is right. I think for 3 seasons in a row now, I've been able to predict the champions. RQ Season 9, ONIC Season 10, and ONIC Season 11. I think Season 11, I don't want to take too much credit for predicting the right champion, because was there any doubt? Was there ever any doubt as to who will be the Season 11 champions? I think we all knew from the regular season, right after it ended, right as it ended, that ONIC would win. I don't think there was, any debate at all, actually. I think after going 13-1 the regular season, a lot of people have already, made their predictions that ONIC will win, and I think that's the safest prediction to make. And, because they're so good, right? So, on that note, I do want to talk a little bit about the entertainment value that I feel like has improved a whole lot in Season 11. The entertainment value in Season 11 is amazing. I feel like Season 11 has been so fun and so loose. I'll use the word loose. I'll use the term loose because that's honestly how I feel Season 11 has been, with the opening being so beautiful. I feel like we really embrace the memes, and as an esport title, that's something that we need to do, right? Esports, we need to be different from traditional sports. When they're doing their thing, going professional and etc., I think our charm is being professional, but sometimes leaning into the unprofessionality, leaning into the memes that are created by the community and embracing the community with the memes, with the jokes, with the epicness, with the craziness that is esports. And I think our opening in Season 11 really captured that essence, right? It captured the right essence of epicness, amazing glory, and meme-filled content, right? I love it. I love it. From the 2 top teams in the upper brackets, RQ and ONIC, getting lifted into the thrones with Coach Jeb and Nasi Uduk. Very good moment. To the opening sequences where they came in with dinosaurs, with a sports car, to the opening for introduction for every single team, right? Geek Slate, Ultra Ego, Bigatron, all of them had their own gimmick, had their own style, and it was really fun to watch. I'm going to be honest with you. For me as a caster, it was really fun to watch. From all the people that have watched it there in the venue, they also said that they really enjoyed Season 11's opening and the entertainment value. I was looking at the comments sometimes, and I saw a lot of people say cringe, etc. But, the famous Mirko quote still stands. I'd rather watch something cringe than watch something boring. And it's anything but boring, the Season 11 opening and Season 11 itself, except for the ONIC matches, because they're too good. But even the interviews, right? We were able to interview a lot of pro players. Oheb was in the MPL Indonesia, Carl Tizi, Benny. We had a lot of pro players from Malaysia as well. And even we had Leo and Wolf, Lafel and Gideon show up for a banter talk show session with me and KB. And I feel like it was really it was fun. It was fun and it was engaging. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but me as a caster, I really felt like it was very engaging. And I really, I was able to absorb all the content, feeling satisfied. Yeah. That's it for, I think, the creativity and entertainment value and the playoffs itself. Let's talk about ONIC, because we got to talk about ONIC. They're so damn good. Big shout out, big props to everyone on ONIC, man. I can't say everyone's name on ONIC. I can say the players' names and the coach name, but you know what? Everyone on ONIC. I'll just say that, right? And then we'll get to the players as well. Obviously, I feel like they're on a level of their own. They're on a whole different league compared to the other teams in MPL Indonesia, right? I'm not sure if they're in a different league compared to MPL PH. We'll have to see if that's true at MSC. If they're able to continue this clean sweep going, this domination going to MSC, they're gonna beat the Kage era, man. But in Indo, it's very visible that there's no competition. It feels like even in the grand finals, ONIC were just playing, toying with their food. It could have gone faster if they wanted to, right? It was just them recalling in front of the faces, giving kills over for nothing, getting objectives down, and ultimately still winning in the end, right? They were styling in the drafts, masterful drafts by Coach Yeb and Adi. Big props to them. Masterful execution in both macro and micro decision making. Every single aspect of Mobile Legends was done to perfection, was executed to perfection by ONIC. And you can't help but, well, some of you might say boring finals. And, I would say, sure, I can understand a lot of people when they say it's a boring finals. It's 4-0. There was no fight at all from EVOS, but it wasn't because EVOS was bad. It was because ONIC were just that good. ONIC were just on a level of their own, and they just displayed that. And I think if you really understand the game, if you if you're a high level player, I would say you would be able to enjoy the grand finals, because there were so many little things that ONIC were doing on the map that if you understand, you would really appreciate and you would be really, really impressed about. Because I feel like I have talked with all my friends who, understand the game and, to a pretty high level. And even myself, I really enjoyed watching the finals, whether it's the entertainment value that ONIC brought to the table, the showboating, the recalling, the jokes that they made with the M1 emotes, etc., or just the game itself being so macro, like so high level from ONIC, outclassing their opponents. It takes a level of skill to outclass your opponents, right? And I think for a lot of people, Echo versus Blacklist in the grand finals of M4 was a 4-0, but it wasn't boring. Why? Because it was so fun. It was so fun. Maybe not for the Blacklist fans and maybe not for the EVOS fans here. I think for them it was a disaster, but yeah, massive shout out to everybody on ONIC, man. They really just, the whole team played so well. It was so beautiful to watch. Now, I think it's time to finally address something that, this is the headline. This is the video. This is literally the clickbait, right? Well, not clickbait because I'm talking about it, so it's not clickbait, but this is what everybody has been talking about, especially in my comments. In Indonesia, I think it's not as controversial, but it's still pretty controversial. I'm just going to say it. Finals MVP. Sans was able to win the Finals MVP title. Now, before you guys, start getting toxic, start getting racist, start getting really dumb and stupid in the comment section, listen, okay? Just listen first, because I think ONIC, they are displaying what a good mix is, right? Philippines, 2 Filipino import, and everyone else being Indonesian. The level of communication, synergy, love, teamwork, everything from them is amazing. And whether you agree with the decision or not, there is no way you can blame Sans for this decision. Like, I've seen so many people commenting Sans in dog, etc. Like, being racist, hating Sans, when it wasn't Sans' decision. He just played the game. And when he got the trophy, obviously he's happy, but that was not his decision, right? You can't really be hating on Sans for a decision that he didn't make. He obviously just got the trophy. So let's get that out of the way, because I've been seeing the comments, and honestly, it's fucking disgusting. The comments that I've been seeing, the racist remarks, everything, shitting on Sans. Bro, he just played well. He didn't, like, the MVP, the award, that wasn't him. He did not decide to give himself MVP. So stop hating on Sans, okay? I honestly feel like, here, I'll give you my honest take on it. I won't speak for any other caster, but I will speak for myself. I voted for Kyrie. So I think, I don't know how exactly they calculate the final MVP, but I think they take account stats and voting. So I think mostly it has to do with voting. I don't know who votes, by the way, but I know that we were asked, the talents were asked to vote for the finals MVP, and I personally vote for Kyrie. I voted for Kyrie. And this is the problem that I feel like is necessary to resolve for MPL Indonesia in the next few seasons. I think it really depends on how they are going to take it, right? Because for me, I feel like for the awarding sessions, for the players, it shouldn't be based on purely votes from fans. It shouldn't be voted. It shouldn't even be voted on, in my opinion, because I feel like there's a lot of people who vote from, like, just because they know the guy personally. Like, and there's a lot of votes that are not objective. I myself, obviously, there's no you can't really be like you can't be 100% objective. You're gonna be subjective. You're gonna be biased a bit towards anything, right? Just the way that I am, kind of biased towards Bigatron. But I've always tried my best when it comes to awarding, especially for MPL Indonesia here. When I vote for someone, I've been very, transparent about who I vote for. And you guys can watch the previous SarCAST if you guys want to know who I voted for in the regular season, that I will get to as well. I voted for Kyrie not because I love the Philippines more than I love Indo, not because Kyrie is more handsome, not because of anything, not because I know the guy, not because I'm friends with the guy. I voted for him because I honestly feel like he deserved it. I think in the finals, I will say it's between Kyrie, CW, and Keyboy. That's what I think. I'm not trying to take anything away from Suns, by the way. Like Suns, I think everyone on that team deserves it. But me personally, those were the three players that I was thinking about when I was voting, when I sent out the text of my vote. Kyrie, CW, Keyboy, right? So Suns and Boots played amazing, obviously. But I feel like those three were the ones, and that was my vote. And again, I feel like objectivity should be number one when it comes to these votes. And I think, unfortunately, that's something that we are seeing from the awarding session. I think, again, regular season MVP, I want to bring this up. I voted for Brands because Brands was number one. He accumulated 55 MVP points, and he was sitting at number one in this MVP standings. I feel like, okay, again, Suns got it. No hate towards Suns. I feel like he deserves it, but it's just very sad if you're Brands, right? Like Kyrie Finals MVP, stats-wise, I think Kyrie, and I think for Kyrie, he's a good guy. He loves Suns too, and I think he's okay with that. But Brands in the MVP for a regular season, you imagine working for 6 weeks, imagine accumulating all those points and being happy that you accumulate all those points only to lose in votes. Why is the regular season MVP based on votes? I'm sorry, I just really don't agree with that, right? Like, it should be based on performance. It should be based on the MVP points, because if it's based on votes, why do we even have an MVP point system in place? I think that's why it's super flawed right now, and the voting system literally pushes popularity over skill, popularity over credibility, right? Because I don't know. Here, I'll give you my picks for first team players as well. I think I already gave it, but the main point here is Lemon. And I think this one was just really sad. Oh my God. I was so sad because Lemon won it. And I was like, it's completely fine. I don't hate on anyone who wins. Okay. I don't honestly, I'm just happy for all the players who won for the MVP regular season, for everything. But when Lemon went up and won, he said in his speech when he won for first team XP lane that he doesn't deserve it. He said that, there are other XP laners that are better than him, etc. And after the loss that he suffered to EVOS just the day before, he walked out off stage because of his anxiety. And you can really see, Lemon's a very real guy. I mean, looking at, his expression and looking at how he went out and said that on stage, I just felt really sad for him, right? Because again, it's not his decision. He felt like he didn't deserve that award, and a lot of fans will hate on him. Why? Because he got voted. The guy gets so much hate, and it's not even his fault. He didn't. He has said literally in his speech, he said I think there are so many other good XP laners, and he doesn't deserve it, etc. He said it in the speech, and I can only respect the guy, right? I respect him even more after that, because it really shows that, he has a level of self-awareness where it's just really great. And to that, if Lemon is watching this, I highly doubt Lemon's watching this, but keep your heads up, man. You are an amazing player, and this is your first season as an XP laner back. You've been playing mid lane and gold lane for so long. Jumping into XP lane isn't easy, especially in MPL. The fact that you're able to perform that way is already amazing, man. I think next season, if you continue, you're going to be even better, right? So props to Lemon. Please ignore all the hate, ignore all the crazy negative comments that are sent to you because you didn't make that decision, right? But yeah, it kind of creates a system where it's a popularity contest. And when it is a there's nothing wrong with a popularity contest as long as we're self-aware about it. But it takes away the credibility. I'm just going to say it, right? It takes away the credibility of the awarding by a whole lot. Right. There you go. Yeah, I'll say that. For the MVP regular season, I feel like Brands. For the XP lane first team, Lemon felt sad when he took that trophy. Like, and for the finals MVP, very controversial. When I feel like it shouldn't have been very controversial. Suns, amazing player. MVP for playoffs, 100%. Finals MVP, I think objectively, it was either Kyrie or CW. Those were the two cases to be made. And this is something that, I think MPL will have to address in the future. So if you guys want to know my opinion, that's my opinion on the matter. Next, though, we're going to be talking about EVOS and ONIC to MSC. MSC representatives for Indonesia confirmed EVOS Legends and ONIC. And I don't know, okay, because for ONIC, I feel like they are just really solid. I think that they are going to be able to perform really well at MSC. Will they be able to end the Filipino dominance? I don't know, right? It always is like this, where there's a new season, there's new hope, but then the Philippines just fucking destroys that hope for any other country. I really hope something changes this season, just as I've hoped for a new champion for MPL and ID for a long time. But I think the way ONIC are playing now, the form they are in, the synergy that they have, the chemistry that they have, I honestly feel like they are going to be giving the Filipino teams a run for their money. I think they've improved significantly since M4 with Coach Yeb and Adi at the helms. The drafts have looked even better, which is crazy to say because I didn't think it could get that much better. But hey, props to Yeb. And for EVOS Legends, again, this is maybe a hot take for a lot of you guys, especially for the haters, but ISF, they won. M1, they won. MSC, they were solid contenders, even beating Execration. I think EVOS Legends have always had that international mentality, the championship mentality. And I feel like right now, they're in a good place too. Losing 4-0 to ONIC is a massive blow, is a massive smack in the face and a reality check for them to keep improving, for them not to be happy with just an ISF trophy, right? And I feel like that will only push them even further. And I think EVOS will be stronger at MSC compared to MPLID. Will they be as strong as ONIC? It's very hard to say that, but I think they will be stronger in MSC, at MSC. So yeah, just watch out for that. And to everybody, I swear to God, I've said this in a stream, I will say it again. ISF, everybody's been saying whenever EVOS talks about ISF, it's like, oh, it's cringe, it's a trophy, it's a garbage trophy, etc. MPLI, when MPLI wrapped up, remember last year, literally, you watched all the clips again when Wise said it himself. They were focused on ISF. They were not focused on MPLI. At that time, everybody was like, even the fans, even the haters were all like, yeah, MPLI, not important. This is the fans. Not important, MPLI. It's going to come down at ISF. But then when EVOS won ISF, everybody's like, oh no, ISF, garbage trophy. So weird. But please, if you want to say EVOS Legends are boasting about that win a bit too much, sure. But if you want to say, ISF garbage trophy, well, maybe if you said ISF was a garbage trophy from the start, then sure. But if you said back then, bro, the Philippines were not concerned about MPLI. We are concerned for ISF. We are focusing ISF. And then now you say it's not a good trophy or not a big trophy or a garbage trophy or a trophy that doesn't exist, then come on, man. Like the duality of man. Next is another shocker to me because, man, Phoenix to MSC. For the first time in a long time since MSC last year, FALCON will not be representing Myanmar in an international tournament, which is absolutely insane. I thought FALCON would just be, that's why I'm wearing it. That's why I'm wearing the jersey. FALCON is an amazing team. I always rate them super highly, and I'm, good friends with a lot of their members, Justin and Ken, to name a few. And it's just so unfortunate to see them lose, but it's also healthy for the Myanmar esports scene, for the Myanmar ML esports scene, because it shows that, you know, everybody is aiming for the top and no one's going to be able to stay there for so long. Similarly to PH, right? The champions change always here and there. Even the teams representing Philippines in MSC and M World Series have been different every single time. That shows how healthy the competition is for these countries. And I'm glad to see Phoenix. Pretty sad that Falcon won't be there, but I'm glad to see Phoenix there because obviously it shows, you know, the level of competition of Myanmar also rising. And I can't wait to meet the Phoenix players. Can't wait to see what Phoenix brings to the table internationally. If they are able to pull off a Burmese Ghouls type of mythical Myanmar story, it will be amazing. It will be crazy. But also, ladies and gentlemen, with that out of the way, I do want to tell you guys that I will be restreaming MPL Philippines whenever MPL Philippines is live. So if you guys are interested, I love MPL Philippines. I've been doing match analysis. Go ahead and comment down below about, you know, anything here in the that we spoke about in today's SarCAST. Let me know in the comment section what you think about any of the topics, or, you know, if you disagree, etc. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content, because we will be uploading more of this style of content almost every single week. SarCasts are weekly. Like the video, and if you like it, dislike it. If you don't, hopefully just like it though. Follow me on my other social media, and I will see you guys in the live streams that I will be live streaming a whole lot this month, because hey, MPL Indonesia is over. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love all of you dudes. Peace out. Also, stop with the toxicity, okay? Stop. Especially on my channel. If you want to be toxic in other places, just don't be toxic here, okay? Because this community is a good one.